Hi there, Reardon King, the Practical Spiritualist, here for you once again. And in this short video, hopefully, I want to talk a little bit about, again, on the physiology and health side, but more so on the health side, the healing through foods, how you can really help yourself out by just changing and bring your energy levels up by just making a conscious effort to change the way you feed yourself and what you put in your body. I'll just start off with some quick bang examples of things that I love to do in order to maximize my health and my energy from day to day. And that would be, if I'm going to eat out, I do eat a fair bit of vegetarian sushi, and that's always a good option. Indian food, vegetarian Indian food is really good. Vegetarian Chinese food is very good. Just to give, there's nothing inherently wrong with eating meat, except that if your digestive system's slow, if your stomach's low on hydrochloric acid, if you're eating heaps of meat in your life in general, it will have an impact on you. It will acidify your system a little bit. And I've heard before that if your system's alkaline, disease can't really be created. And that's where things like having lemon water really regularly, or first thing in the morning, big glass of freshly squeezed lemon water is always good. You just need to chop a lemon in half, squeeze it in. It's not hard, and it's very, very good for you. And it will alkalize and energize your body. And vegetarian food, fruits and vegetables especially, and this is why people love the raw diet so much, they are much lighter on the digestive system and they require less energy to digest, and they have very high contents of nutrients, water, various different things that your body can process very easily, and therefore less energy is consumed in the process of digestion, and therefore you have more energy. So I really highly recommend eating as many fruits and vegetables as you possibly can, and cooking curries, Chinese sort of rice-based dishes are very, very healthy, very good, very filling, very good stable energy sources. And that's why I guess sushi is so good, is because it's rice, and rice is just a good staple, I suppose, if you're going to have much carbohydrates. But just sticking to the fruits and vegetables as much as you possibly can is going to do a lot for you in the healing of your body. Organic where possible, of course. And so there's just many different foods that we're very easily able to access that just don't help us out at all. And there's lots of different things in processed foods, in boxed foods, in food-like products especially, that actually are very detrimental to our body, to our gut, to our bacteria, to our cellular function in the body. And I've even heard, and I cannot verify this for you, but from a really awesome source that I've just discovered recently, and it's a book that people who don't read often will read very quickly and very interested, and they'll be very interested in the content. But I've learned from medical medium Anthony William something I'd really recommend if you can open yourself up to some stuff, a little bit more than the regular everyday material that we get from our alternative health practitioners and our allopathic mainstream medical practitioners. Then you might learn a few awesome things about not just fruits and vegetables, but about all kinds of diseases, all kinds of healing that we are not yet able to access through our mainstream or alternative means. So basically what I was going to say is that apparently the only sugar that can really feed the brain is fruit sugar. And people have a bit of fear around eating fruit, but I think you can eat as much fruit as you like, just about, because it comes with all kinds of different extra things: vitamins, nutrients, enzymes for digestion, positive, healthy bacterial compounds, and it's only maybe 20% sugar. Like, if you look at the difference between fruit sugar and the concentration of sugar in fruit versus, say, a can of soft drink, there's just no comparison. Soft drink is primarily sugar versus fruit, which is many things, and a light dose of sugar, which is very easily accessible and digested by the body and readily available to use as energy and fuel. That's why we love halftime oranges so much in our sports that we play when we're growing up. That's why I loved it so much. I didn't really know it. It's also got a high content of water. All fruit has like a really high content of water, and so you can hydrate yourself through eating fruit, and you won't need as much water. All fruits and vegetables are alkaline, alkalizing, which means they raise the pH level of the body system and allow it to function more naturally. And so doing other little things like a pinch of Himalayan pink salt in your water fills up that water with a base level of minerals. That's another thing I love to do. And finally, my favorite thing, pretty much my favorite and only supplement that I really like to use. I really only use powdered supplements. I try to get high quality ones based on organic whole foods usually. And a micronutrient, micromineral, potentially pre and probiotic, potentially superfood containing or digestive enzyme containing food powder supplement is absolutely fantastic, and it will make you look younger if you steadily have these micronutrients as opposed to focusing exclusively on macronutrients, which are your proteins, your carbohydrates, and your fats. If you're looking at all the vitamins and nutrients, the minerals, and various other little things that are important to the body, then you really you're fueling your body extraordinarily well, not just on the macro level. Juice fasting, water fasting, taking very small steps of these kinds of things, even better, because you're getting masses of nutrients from fruits, and even some people juice vegetables. You're getting huge amounts of nutrients from condensing it into a juice form, and it's also even less taxing on the body energetically because there's nothing to digest, but you're flooding your body and system with nutrients. That's why people benefit so much from juice fasting, and water fasting is really the next level. If you really want to detach from various different addictions to foods, etc., don't go hard on any of this stuff. Maybe do consult someone who knows about this sort of thing, and not someone who's a crazy Nazi about it, because they might tell you to go too far for your first few steps with it. Talk to a doctor who might be able to look after you through this process. And finally, I would just say maybe salads are great. Getting those greens into your diet are going to be super important. So just learning how to cook these basic foods for yourself also is going to be very useful for you. I like to put lots of beans and legumes into cooked meals that I make, but now I'm moving primarily into as much sort of raw fruit as I possibly can. Soon I'll be doing some juice fasting, and again, I'm not big on water fasting. I'm not like a superhero when it comes to this stuff, but salads are going to be excellent. And just again, learning how to make basic and yet tasty different dishes for yourself is always going to be good, and making sure that your fruits and vegetable containers are stacked full, getting a whole range of different things, a whole range of different berries, a whole range of melons, even if you like those, apples, oranges, bananas are fantastic. Bananas are a complete protein. They have, I believe, every amino acid that your body needs protein on the micro level. So it's all there, it's all in the greens. Get your spinach happening, and these greens, they have high levels of iron. And then there's a whole new level of understanding and subtlety when it comes to like teas and supplements for specific purposes that are explained in Anthony Williams' material. He's, again, the medical medium, and I could not recommend this guy more highly than anyone else. He will help to give you solutions to chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, arthritis, all kinds of different debilitating problems that neither the alternative nor the mainstream medical establishments have the answers for. All the mystery illnesses, all the autoimmune diseases and these kinds of things. Many myths on both sides here debunked and brought into balance through the medical medium's material. So that's my personal recommendation. I'd also recommend various different movies and just educating yourself about the little things that are actually not so good for us, and many of the food products that we have such easy access to. Really highly recommend, but it's pretty important. It's the health and the vitality of your body, and we're trying to look at how we can extend our life in healthy, energizing ways, as opposed to succumbing and moving towards pain, disease, and early death and things like that. So that's what I highly recommend. And in this this time we really want to be looking at improving our health. We've got the time and space now to be able to do this, and there's always time in the day for your own health and well-being, for your personal wellness. That's what I think. I mean, I value health probably more than I should almost. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long, and I will check in with you guys again soon. Thank you.